everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams. Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Chargers going up against the Chiefs. With that, let's get out to Kansas City as we welcome in our brand new commentary team for 2016. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Have fun, gentlemen.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the San Diego Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the first NFL carry for the Indiana Hoosier, Jordan Howard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run.
first play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
This is Howard on second down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
Throwing is Stafford. And Green with a catch left side. There goes Green. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. On first and goal, Howard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Howard. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Marvin Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Back after missing 9 games last year, here's Carlos Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's Newton. He's got the second-year man. This is Devontae Parker. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenny Stills, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10, Stafford again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
10 yards still left on second down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And Daniels has it left side. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Running with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, 22! Set, lady! 21!
Another carry for the rookie. It's Jordan Howard. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special. Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well, but I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Tyler Lockett, 33 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Do some. Set. 180. Great.
Here's Newton now on second down. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing on third down, Newton setting up the screen for West. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now it's Lockett. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A couple of cheats there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. On first down, they run with Howard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got Lockett. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
He's got his tight end, Daniels, for a Charger touchdown. Owen Daniels, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Nigel Bradham in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Returnable for Lockett. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and felt there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes.
So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And how about this, a fake? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kendrick Lewis. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Now he's flushed out left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down. Now Newton finds his target. It's Gates. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Randall Cobb, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Throwing again at Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's 4th and 4. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
The throw on second down is, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Again, Newton. And he finds Stills, complete. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Newton on first down. Gates has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Red zone opportunity. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Clive Walford from 8 yards out, and the Chiefs. Cam looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. It's caught right side by Daniels. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They go play action here on first down. And complete on the right side. It's Corliss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And 4th down coming up. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And this game is tied. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got the rest of the 2nd half to try and get yourselves in front.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Hyde. And, oh, the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. We're back now in KC. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Flush to his right. And he finds Stills, complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Stafford on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And a welcome sight here, back from a torn ACL. This is Dion Lewis. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him. 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right.
And he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. Dion Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll make it 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So out come the Chargers. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
10 yards to go on third. Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And now here comes Kansas City. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second and 10, Newton again. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Wake up. Check 50. Check 50. Wake up. No.
One last throw here for Newton. He's got time. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Chargers, they begin what could be their final season in San Diego with a win. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.